Good morning, everybody. So I know that you just saw me yesterday revealing the tack room, and today I'm going to finish up the wash bay area that I'm going to have for the horses. This isn't going to be done right, and I'll definitely have to redo it because it's not set very level at the moment, so this will have to be redone, but I just wanted to show you how I'm going to do it for now. Two reasons. One, I really want these mats to get washed out in the weather, so every time it rains or basically when it rains, if I do wash my horses out here, even though it's not already set up, it'll help wash it some more. And also, just so that they lay out in this area and I can see how much room I need. And then we will be able to figure out the material and stuff that we'll need later, easier with them already laid out where they're going to fit, versus if I tried to do it and they weren't laid down and I really couldn't see where I needed to build my wash area. So for now, I'm going to move all of these rocks, place the last two mats along with the other mats, and then I will give you a better view of how it's laid out and the future plans of what it'll be when it's actually completed. This is all just temporary to get the layout. Okay, so there is the finished product. Well, no, sorry. The temporary product done for now. This is not how I'm going to have it permanently for the future. But I have it laid out now, so now we're going to be able to know exactly how much material to buy to finish the rest of the wash area. So, future plans for the wash area are, I am going to, first I'll show you this. This is a horse hose boom, and I am so excited that I got it to put up for the horses, because it's basically, not basically, it is the same thing that when you go to a car wash, it keeps the hose above the car so that you could just go around your car to wash it. And I don't know about you guys, but when I'm washing my horse and the hose is down on the ground, I spend more time getting the hose out from underneath their feet, or they're stepping on it, causing the water to turn off, and it just takes more time to get organized to wash the horses than it actually does just to give the horse a bath. So we are going to install this somewhere up here. Not quite sure the exact area of where it'll be, but it will be put up there. And this hydrant is going to be used for the horse boom, or the steel hose boom, for giving the horses a bath. So that's what the hydrant is there for. And if you are wondering why that hose is up, I'll tell you. So these are freeze proof, I guess, hydrants, but they have quite a complicated, well, it's not really complicated, it's just really fussy. So if I put the handle down like it's supposed to be, as you can see, the water is still running. So there is a rubber plunger that fits down inside here past your freeze zone, so it keeps the water from freezing in your pipes. But the problem is that little plunger that goes way down in there, I think it goes down 18 inches, it has to be perfectly sealed or it'll leak water. And even if you don't see the water coming out of the top of it, you can hear the water, and it's literally just running under the ground. So something's wrong. This one's brand new. We literally bought it to install it, and the seal is already messed up. We watched a lot of YouTube videos, and it's probably a little rock or some sand or something that got in there at the very bottom, so that when we close that handle down all the way, it's just not sealing. So we just have to find a sweet spot, and then it stops leaking, and it's a lot of work to fix it. So we just keep it just like that, and it's working dandy for now. But anywho, that's what the hose is going to be hooked to, and then attached to the side of the barn, and then go up to the boom. And then I will be able to have the horses in the center of the wash area and move it around the top of the horses instead of the hose being down on the ground and around their feet. So it's going to make it nicer for them, and it's going to make it nicer for me as well. But anyway, so as far as the wash area, I had to put the rocks back for now because I want to keep the horses off of the side of the barn, because the metal or tin is very, very thin. It's just residential, super easy to kick a hole in the side of it. And I do not want the horses to hurt themselves, so getting cut or whatnot. So I just put the rocks along the barn for now in this area to keep them from getting to the metal. But in the future, I want to make a 2-rail fence all the way around the mats. But because the ground is uneven, and I, in my head, was like, all I have to do is put down the mats. Easy peasy. Well, I'm here to tell you it wasn't easy, and it wasn't paisy, because every time I would try to level the gravel myself, I would create a high spot where there wasn't a high spot, and then a low spot, and then another low spot, and then it was just like, yeah, it's going to need a little bit more finesse. So what we'll end up doing in the future, and this will be way in the future, we will just put down probably some 4x4 posts and make a frame. Make sure that the material inside, which most likely will be pea gravel, and then we'll lay the mats inside the frame, which will keep the mats from moving down or being readjusted by the horse's weight all the time, because they probably will throw a little bit of a tissy when they're getting used to getting washed, because I really haven't done it that much, so they still have to be trained to have good manners when they're being washed. So that little 4x4 frame that we put down will just stabilize the mats and keep them where they need to stay. And then we'll put a post in probably every mat, except over here we'll only put one. And then I just want to put in 2 rails. So just like a 2-rail fence. I'll paint it white to match the trim on the barn. And then on this side, I will only bring a post right here and 2 rails right here. And then this will be my open area to letting the horses in to give them the bath. And I'll probably just use one of those metal chain, or not metal, rubber chain. They're like little guards. It's what people use to keep their horses in a stall or out of a stall. And I might just put 2 right there. It doesn't need to be fancy, just something I can hook to close it when they're in or when they're out of here, and I don't want them to come in here. And then this whole area will just be the siding and the barn door, which I didn't show you yesterday. And whenever I did my tack room video, I did not show you the outside door. So this is the outside door. I absolutely love how it came out. The carpenter, he has such an artistic eye. So he just, he didn't have blueprints or plans or anything. He just knows how to do stuff like this. And I just find it so just wonderful that he can do it, and he does such a good job. So anyway, this is the outside of my stall door. But that is the future wash area. This is the wash area as of right now, but I do plan on putting a 2-rail fence all the way around and having those mats have some sort of frame to keep them stable so they don't move around as the horses are moving around on top of them. So that is that. I am very anxious to have it done, but I'm going to be patient because I know that I can't do it right now, and I just need to be, patient, and things will come when it's time. But it's going to be great because I can wash off the horse's feet and everything out here. And then when I move them into the stall to have their feet clean or trimmed, their feet will be all nice and clean, and all the mud will be out here and not in my stall. And I'm super excited about that. And then the other thing that I forgot to mention when I was reviewing the tack room or revealing the tack room was in this stall, we installed a drain before they laid the concrete. So right here is the drain. Am I showing it to you? Right here is the drain. So even if the horses are soaking wet from just getting their bath, when I move them into the stall for drying or grooming, finishing touches, all the water will be able to run out, hit these mats, and then just drain out on this hill and water the grass. So anyway, that is the wash area for the barn, and hopefully I'll be able to have it completed soon. It's just gonna take some time. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again real soon.